martial arts movies, there are fight scenes, and then there are sequences of awesome physical prowess that push the limits of even seasoned performers. A good fight scene entertains. A truly epic fight scene leaves your jaw on the floor. Here are Screen Rant's 10 most epic martial arts movie fight scenes. The Matrix. Neo vs. Agent Smith. The Matrix was a major influence on modern action flicks, and it's still a benchmark to this day. For pure martial arts know-how, look somewhere else. There are stronger examples of technical mastery in older martial arts movies. But when it comes to epic dust-ups, the subway confrontation between Neo and Agent Smith is one of the best ever. Concrete crumbles at the impact of their blows. But this contest isn't just a great display of wirework vandalism. It's the pivotal moment in the film where Neo begins to live up to his prophecy. The Legend of Drunken Master. Wong Fei-hung vs. John and Henry. The Legend of Drunken Master has its share of epic fights, but seeing Chinese revolutionary Wong Fei-hung go toe-to-toe with John and Henry takes the cake. Fei-hung's drunken boxing style is dangerous. Imbibe too much and you become an alcoholic. Too little and you don't get the benefits of drunken boxing. Fei-hung gets just sauced enough to become the kung fu equivalent of the Tasmanian devil. He's a whirlwind of beatdowns. Fist of Fury. Bruce Lee vs. evil Japanese dojo. Bruce Lee became immortal through his incredible career as a big screen star and an inspiration to aspiring martial artists all over the world. But this isn't a Bruce Lee list. This is a list of epic fights, and Lee taking down an entire dojo is the definition of epic. The sheer quantity of cannon fodder here is overwhelming, but it's Lee who makes this scene what it is. He's a tiger let out of his pen, ferocious and precise in every movement he makes as he dismantles his opponents one by one. The Raid 2, Barandal. Rama vs. the Assassin. Like The Legend of Drunken Master, The Raid 2 Barandal is chock full of action sequences that can be characterized as epic. It's a happy mystery how nobody wound up dying while shooting that car chase through Jakarta. But Rama's head-to-head with the nameless assassin is a slobber knocker for the ages. The moment they square off, we know it's about to get gritty, and gritty it gets. By the time Rama cuts his enemy to ribbons, they've spilled enough of each other's blood on the kitchen floor to give any health inspector a heart attack. Protector. Unedited restaurant brawl. As a general rule, fight scenes in any movie need careful planning and perfect timing to be successful. They demand great, attentive blocking and editing too, because most are cobbled together from individual shots. Not so with The Protector. Life lesson: don't steal Tony Jaa's elephants. He'll bust into your restaurant and wreck the place. The actual fighting we see is less impressive than the stuff of traditionally constructed fight scenes, but that's an allowance we have to make in exchange for what's going on behind the camera. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Shu Lian vs. Jen. In Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, the governor's daughter Jen longs to live the life of warrior Shu Lian. So she teams up with a traitor from the Wudang martial arts sect and steals the Green Destiny, the sword of Shu Lian's friend, Mu Bai. Shu Lian and Jen try to hash it out, but they cross blades instead. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon is full of high-flying skirmishes, but Jen's match with Shu Lian has subtle dimensions to it. Shu Lian is a better fighter, but the powerful Green Destiny gives Jen an edge, shattering each armament Shu Lian picks up as they fight. Skill prevails in the end, but only barely. Iron Monkey. Wang Ye King and Iron Monkey vs. Hin Hung. Any hero worth his salt can send an evil tyrannical dictator packing. But what if that dictator also happens to be a traitor to Shaolin, one who favors the poisonous Buddha's palm technique? And what if he chooses a series of flaming wooden poles as a battlefield in the final showdown? Just use the buddy system. That's what Wang Ye King and the Iron Monkey do when they team up to defeat the treacherous Hin Hung. On top of fighting over an inferno, Hin Hung is almost an equal match to both Wang and the Iron Monkey. But cooperation wins the day and sends Hin Hung to his searing demise. Way of the Dragon. Tang vs. Colt. If you want to go back to a time when Chuck Norris wasn't just a popular internet meme, just watch Way of the Dragon. As Bruce Lee movies go, this one trips over the line of silliness, but it ends with Lee taking on Norris. As much as that sounds like a punchline, it isn't. Yes, the fact that they're fighting at the Coliseum of all places is a little ridiculous, but it's the location and the names that help make this entry epic. It's hard to get more epic than Chuck Norris and Bruce Lee going mano a mano in the world's greatest gladiator arena. Once Upon a Time in China 2, Wang Fei Hung vs. General Naplan. Jet Li and Donnie Yen are martial arts movie greats. Bruce Lee gets all the glory, but Li and Yen belong in the same pantheon as the Little Dragon. For the best proof, watch their titanic duel at the end of Tsui Hark's Once Upon a Time in China 2. The whole movie is epic, and Li's final bout with Yen is too. Li and Yen are on point with every movement they make. Most of all, their clash tells a story through action, instead of existing just for action's sake. The scene is dynamic in so many ways, we'd be crazy not to include it. Flashpoint, Ma Jun vs. Tony. Did we mention that Donnie Yen is amazing? In Flashpoint, we're introduced to a meat and potatoes Wilson Yip crime yarn that exists for the sole purpose of getting Yen to throw down with Colin Chu. There's nothing flashy about this fight, no pun intended, just Yen, Chu, and room to rumble. Sometimes epic means breaking set pieces. Sometimes it means gore galore. In Flashpoint, it just means two guys pummeling each other within an inch of their lives. These are just our picks for the most epic martial arts fights. Do we miss any of your own favorites? Tell us yours in the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one.